Welcome to TradeTheNBI.com. This is John's report is for the 28th of December, and not a shock. Breakout to new highs. There was zero resistance to this move. Everything from the NBI readings, DOC, all supporting higher price, and the move continued. Did happen on positive extreme from a daily, so we will revisit those lows, just not exactly yet at this time. There's a little bit of a closing bell for it, and we would expect that with just a few more days left in the trading year, that you're not going to get a whole lot of dispersion until right before Friday, that where you may see some profit taking, which that would be the point at when you would expect that you might see some backfill into that. From a Dow standpoint, identical. Not quite making new highs, but very close to approaching the existing highs. And likewise with the NASDAQ. So they're a little bit underperformance relative to the S&P. At least from a broader index standpoint, it just means that tech is just a little behind, which means there's potential for that improvement in tech to push the S&P even further. Gold continues to rise just above its 50% mark right there, clean from NBI reading, DOC reading, green over cyan on DOC there, so that's clean. Euro not going anywhere. It's at the high side of the current range, right around 113. No real improvement from that standpoint. Oil going to continue to rise, and if oil starts pushing back up, then I think you'll probably start to see some more market volatility, because the justifications for inflation and that are only going to climb, and that just makes things problematic going forward. Bitcoin, we continue to capture. In fact, I think that from a data standpoint, I gave you guys the updated entry points as far as inputs go. But excellent over 2 profit factors, and from an equity curve standpoint, right near its equity high. So all in all, good stuff. We would expect that it should end the year close to that, which will be a full year on those readings from that standpoint. ETH, Ethereum, modest. Back and forth from this, from a 5K standpoint. From its daily, it's right in the middle of the range, but it's up over the 4K level, which that kind of keeps it at danger. It's been just teetering underneath it. So as long as that holds there, we'll be happy with that. Plus, its gains have far exceeded Bitcoin's. From our 55K standpoint, well, that original buy setup was at 46.11. We're at 47.83. So that's well over 150 points. I think that will push us to equity highs once that closes out. We're already very close to them anyway. Profit factor on the long side, 265, 176 on the short side. And we know the short side is going to get some improvement as I make a few more adjustments to that SH short configuration. I'm still working that one out, but looking very good from that standpoint. So all in all, excellent setups. Intraday, it was nothing to talk about. You see that? One green bar turns green and never even made a threat towards anything until very late in the day. Brief little stint there, and all it did was move us to 76%, and then right back up. So it's not even anything really to talk about from that standpoint, which those are easy. You just sit back and let it go. As always, though, I will continue to update you on relevant details. You can look for renewals for next year coming out, and we'll be ready to start off what I think will probably be far more chaotic year than even this last one was, because with the Fed's threat of tightening and how that plays out with the market and the liquidity that we've been seeing, could pose some really interesting moves, which I think are going to be quite fun for us and easy for us to read with the indicators that we have. So no worries at all. As always, though, trade well. I will be out most of the day tomorrow, so it'll be limited post from my standpoint, but definitely be back on Wednesday. As always, trade well. We'll talk to you then.